In the theater of human relationships, few dramas sting more deeply than the slow burn of fading female interest. One day, she's laughing at your jokes, texting back instantly, making plans for the weekend. The next, she's distant, cold. The warmth is gone, replaced by a polite indifference that gnaws at your pride. You ask yourself, what did I do wrong? Where did it go south? But here's the truth, the uncomfortable yet liberating truth. It's not always about what you did wrong. Sometimes it's about what you stopped doing right. And more importantly, it's about what you must do next. Not reactively, not emotionally, but with precision. Like a strategist, like Machiavelli himself. Because while most men drown in self-pity or lash out in desperation, intelligent men evolve. They understand the game beneath the surface. They recognize that attraction is not charity. It is a reward system built on perceived value, psychological dominance, and controlled unpredictability. And this is the Machiavellian way. 1. The anatomy of her disinterest. Let's dissect the moment she begins to slip away. It's rarely sudden. Women, contrary to the myths of male confusion, are often incredibly consistent. They telegraph their emotional trajectory, but most men are too absorbed in comfort or denial to see it. She stops texting first. She delays responses. The conversations lose depth. She avoids plans, claims she's busy, and begins prioritizing vague acquaintances over the man who once made her world spin. But why? Machiavelli teaches us to seek power and truth, even when it hurts. And the truth is simple. She perceives you've lost your edge. Whether real or imagined, her attraction was rooted in your perceived status. Emotional, psychological, social. She was drawn to a man who was focused, purpose-driven, mysterious, slightly dangerous, and above all, independent. When you began investing too heavily, too emotionally, when you began orbiting her rather than your mission, she sensed a shift. Machiavellian men never beg, never chase, never cling. They do not trade sovereignty for affection, because they understand power given away is power rarely regained. 2. The seduction of familiarity, comfort as a killer. One of the most insidious killers of attraction is comfort. Not comfort in the warm, healthy sense, but in the lazy, predictable, complacent kind. When she knows everything about your day, when your ambition has flatlined, when you speak more of your fears than your vision, she begins to categorize you, not as a lover or a leader, but as a predictable fixture. And Machiavelli warned us, predictability is the enemy of power. Women don't fall out of love, they fall out of admiration. Ask yourself, did I become a man of patterns? Did I lose my mystery, my edge, my detachment? Did I become too available? Remember, a man too eager to please becomes invisible. 3. The intelligent man's response, strategic withdrawal. Most men, when they feel her detachment, do the exact opposite of what they should. They text more. They plan surprises. They seek clarity, closure, explanations. All noble, all emotional, and all fatal. A Machiavellian man does not panic. He analyzes. Then he withdraws. Strategic withdrawal is not punishment. It is recalibration. It's a signal to her and to yourself that you're not dependent on her emotional validation, that your time, attention, and energy are not commodities to be bartered with, but assets she must re-earn access to. Silence becomes your sword. Distance becomes your fortress. She notices, because detachment, when done with calm confidence, triggers curiosity. And curiosity is the seed of renewed attraction. 4. Rebuilding the frame, power, purpose, presence. While you retreat, you do not idle. You rebuild, not for her, for yourself. You reinvest in your mission. You reconnect with your edge. You reintroduce unpredictability and ambition into your life. You become seen again, not through direct pursuit, but through magnetic self-reinvention. Women are drawn to men who are in motion, who command attention not with noise, but with purpose. Ask yourself, am I still growing, or have I plateaued? Am I chasing her, or am I chasing mastery? Do I own my space, or merely occupy it? Power is not what you show, it's what you withhold. The most magnetic man is not the one who seeks love, but the one who is too preoccupied building an empire to obsess over her withdrawal. And soon, she senses that. And if there is any ember left in her, she will feel the pull again. 5. Machiavellian patience, the long game. Understand, reattracting a woman, or any power lost, cannot be done in haste. Machiavellian men operate on long timelines. They are students of timing, leverage, and silence. If she returns, it is because you've re-established value. If she doesn't, it means your evolution was overdue and your standards have outgrown her. Either way, you win. Your worth is not in how many hearts you win, but in how many you decline to chase. 6. Turning the tables, from obsession to selection. When you operate in abundance, detachment, and purpose, you stop chasing and start choosing. The moment she senses that you're no longer emotionally invested in her reactions, something primal awakens. She remembers your power, and now she seeks your validation again. But the intelligent man does not always take her back. He evaluates. Is this woman an asset or a liability to my mission? Does she support my sovereignty or compete with it? Does she want me? Or does she want the version of me who once validated her? The Machiavellian man isn't cruel. He's measured. He knows that affection must be earned, and once respect is lost, love rarely survives. 7. Mastering detachment without bitterness. Detachment is not coldness. It is control. You do not have to hate her to walk away. You simply recognize that clinging to fading interest is a betrayal of your own evolution. She is not your purpose. She is a part of your story, but the story is yours to write. And Machiavelli would urge you, never let another hold the pen. 8. The final word, pain is power. There is no transformation without discomfort. Her loss of interest is not your curse. It is your catalyst. It's life removing what no longer aligns with your mission to make room for something greater. Let it refine you. Let it sharpen your strategy. Let it be the spark that ignites your next chapter. Because in the end, the intelligent man does not chase love. He becomes the man who is loved by many, desired by most, but chosen by few, and always on his terms. This is the Machiavelli Guide. Stay strategic, stay sovereign, stay dangerous,